Okay. Okay. One thing that I'm quite very sure. Just if you want to know, there's something we call baby peeps kind of price size calculators. Okay, observe this market. Just hold it. So if you come to this baby piece, I will send it to you. First of all, you need to acclimatize yourself with the environment. But the most important thing is knowing how to, in my own opinion, knowing how to get your position. And this is my account is 0. On your own, I below 0, your own now. Yeah, 1 minute, yeah, not 5 minutes. Emmanuel already, they will not tell all that slippage for you on this particular account. So if you are entering your trade, you will account for this slippage. An example will be in this entry now what I do now, the stop loss for you but if you are going to put your own stop loss, you have to give space for this slippage, because if my price come close, make it not just stop you out. But then I find my own area, another slippage.
That is this amount of pips between 152 and 652.
I've seen them move like that. So that's number one. So if I give a setup and where the stop loss supposed to be, your own stop loss, cannot, yeah. Then for the TP, you can put the TP normal where it's supposed to be, but safety that affects the TP. So the only thing I can recommend is you just go close to your chart whenever you are in the market. So if you are closing the can just go there and close it, not necessarily wait for it to hit it. The smallest lot size is okay. It's 0. On the red man, the smaller lot size, that is 0.01. But it's a bot on it. So if you use this position size calculator, I think I was trying to show you this position size calculator. That link was sent to. So if you come now, I'm going to account balance. So if you put 60 as your account balance, and you want to reach 4% of it, and your stop loss now, I say you just now they know your stop loss size. According to my strategy, how stop loss is represented. So that's why I just saw my stop loss now to get to entry point, just based on the strategy I've been using. IDTP points. Hopefully they don't go back. Okay, EURUSD don't satisfy their own, so everybody now is not swipe with the intended high. So all we need to pray now is let them not start trading back like this. You just keep on going down. Even if they go back up, stop loss is already on break even. So if you want stop loss, you're on a break even. If you're meant to put your own stop loss, I think your pips. Back to your slippage is 0.8. So what you do is, I'm going to price here. This thing, price range, they call it price range. So now, remember where I told you, let's assume that, let's assume that this market is new. Let's assume that this market is new. So what do I mean by new? New in the sense that they stop me out. I won't lose anything, but the phones are coming from the bank. So, so now in your own now, even before my stop loss did directly there because I want on slippage. But this in slippage, you have to measure out your slippage. Your slippage is 8, bam. So if you already get time price range, how are you your trees here? So the man came there by India blinking a favorite. The man came a favorite to be there. So I think it's I can you can icon. If I don't know, if you check here, click on that stuff, and when we see peak, don't worry, just click on it, delete it. So if you press even a range there, so you cannot put it where you want to put it. So see how it works. So if now, if I say, not like if I say, ideally, I will still set up your trading view to have this thing. So I think the most important thing is to teach you how to use this indicator. I'm going to use another person because this is my thing. I want to end the Kuzeli fan. I will be very disappointed if you do that because I'm basically going to work on it. So just So now, if you so now let me use this guy as an example now. Should I teach you the indicator? Let me just teach you how to even place the trade first. We'll come back to the indicator. So now with this drawing, let me get my stop loss thing at that top there. So what you will now do is you first of all measure out the dial prices. You measure out the number of pips where your slippage be. Alright, so you can just measure it out anywhere, it's not more. So what you'll be looking at is this number, this count here. 9, 10, 12, blah 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 for the head. So what you need to do is measure out 8 of it wherever. But me, I don't like keep them only on 8. I do like make them maybe 10 or 11 just to give them breathing space. In case my own, in case the market condition go near and above, for they are close to stop loss, for stop or mod out. So what you do is you mark it out 11. The 11 is the ideal for me. The place here the 11. So your slippage here, otherwise a bit high. So instead of your stop loss in here, you will not be picking your stop loss at the price in the other. You can do like click and go to the dollar, you copy the price and go and paste. You paste it in your stop loss. So if you collect the price, an example now would be my price. If I click on sell now, you see say it don't highlight. They are expecting to put stop loss. I just come here and copy price. Then I stop loss. Paste them. You don't have to paste them because now when I click on them, they give me, they just put the default where they feel like, well, that's not where I want to paste it. You want to paste it in front marker, the stop loss goes to that top and stays here. Then you can now look for your TP. You can just come here and open up and click on TP, top here. So you call the same thing. So my T1 normally in this trade is going to be here. So here is T1, and then they're not T1. There is like TP. But what I want to do is, I want to see if I can hold it all the way down there. Curve is on the side anyway. So if market keeps on trading down, that's fine. But if they start going up now, they will just stop me out of the break here. So that one is for the slippage first. If to see you get, I wanted to tell you, Sha, if you go put the money in my own distance, so that your slippage is about the issue now. And I say, how will go about the calculation? Because sometimes I might want to withdraw from there, and when I start withdrawing from there, it becomes an issue how to track your own percentage of money inside there. So, but that's by the way. So that's the slippage first.
Okay.
So, and this slippage goes across every other thing. So what do I mean? An example would be the time to move your stop loss to break even. Remember, break even at any point where market where you enter and where I consider break even. Alright. Based on my strategy, there are some levels that I consider break even depending on what the market did. So an example would be, how about if I have a zero account where they remove all slippage? If you're good, remember I'm using that same measurement. I just need to come to that entry. The last distance is it. I am using my new stop loss if I'm breaking even on this guy. If I'm breaking even on the other guy, because of the two entries, then if I just place it there, wherever the other guy is where my stop loss will be. This thing is going to stop me out. The way I'm seeing this, because they have saturated this move here and they keep on hiding. They don't want price to go beyond this line. They kept on bouncing back down. They have a very good push back down, so all of a sudden they brought everything back again inside that range. So if this market is going to give me more confidence, we need to be trading below this red line where I put there. Remember, this is the accumulation. They play the manipulation top. I went to the 100 EMA. Remember that I told you. Then went back down below the 9 EMA, which is the blue one. Let me see if I can make it a little bit more interestingly. touch 100 EMA, traded below the 9 EMA. Remember, they need to break it and close below it. This one is the breaker, this one is the closing, and of course, they now want and swipe this low. So whenever they swipe this low, the market have completed a cycle. So if they are now meant to go further down, this is the point they are meant to be going that down. But if they're not going to go down, they will most likely want to reverse back into this gap and try to continue. But me, I'm not ready to take that risk of waiting for them to go into that gap. If they go into that gap and continue going down, I will see it and I will jump on it. But for now, I will just secure all ground by putting stop loss to break even. That is based on my strategy. That's what I've been trading. And that's how I've been trading it. So now I get to I want to go swipe or we will swipe level we can move the stop loss to break even. And I get if that thing on again. They went back down, came back up, now they are shooting back up. So yeah, see they'll stop me out. So I know they'll stop me out. And there's no top wick in this red candle here. So there's no top wick in this red candle here. And them stop me out doesn't mean that the market will go against. So like I said, they might just come into this gap. There is a gap here. If I just come in there, the fair value gap is that red guy because my indicator shows you everything. It might just come in there and continue going down, or they might use this 9 EMA as resistance as in the hit them now. If you just hit them, they reject them until they continue going down. That one will be fine, but if they start closing above it, then they are not interested anymore. So I'm tempted to close one of these entry to use and pay for the commission when they don't collect, or what is $4 considering the fact that if market doesn't stop me out, I might be making this one is $71. Only one of them already $71, but I don't think they want to give us the $71. You can see they're about to stop us out, but that's by the way. So yeah, that's it. Any other question? So I've given you this thing. I've told you how to do it. So if you're using this position size, $60 is your account balance. I want to risk 1%. So sleep. If I mean by that stop loss, though, kedu distance your stop loss in pips. But if I stop them out in now. So the distance your stop loss in pips.
Okay, that is in my case at the top of this place.
Your distance stop loss in pips is basically this red part from this EBA. The red part is the stop loss. If you this drawing. So what you do is you measure out the pips from that from EBA to where it is there, from the entry to where the stop loss is meant to be. This is about 50. We are 50. Yes. So where if you just come here, go do 50. Kind of the currency pair, of course. All the defaulted to EURUSD. You can select another currency pair. So I want to get 10% of 6. You are borrowing 6, okay? So if you can calculate amount of risk, by position size, by standard lot size. So this is the lot size you use, which is still the lowest lot size, 0.01.
So position size, that is what's this position size again? Sorry.
Tab 4 is the essentially position size. They are using standard lot size. That's why you see it there. They are using lots. So standard lot size here. This one here is. So the team knows how to calculate your lot size, but with time, experience, you can afford to stay with us. And I found it to be one entry for first succeed. Let's see if this one will work.
Okay. So that is that 9 EMA line.
Yes. Yes, they're not very resistant, but they were able to come up a little bit before the resistance came in. But that doesn't mean that's the final resistance anyway. Like I said, they need to be closing below that red line. So that red line is the bottom of that accumulation that they manipulated up and now trying to go down. It would have been nice if they left that other guy because that other guy would have been more money, but I'm not so with time. Well, that's it, sure. Come on.
If I want to, so if I assume that what's it called, the 0.8 pips, actually set my stop loss, and now go and copy this one.
You don't need to go there. You don't need to go there. Use your left click. Like, from now, like. Now, if your mouse is showing you a vertical and horizontal line, don't necessarily need to come and click anything. Any of the time, just click on this thing, copy twice. So they just came and stopped one of my position out, but we are going back now.
Well, at least for one. So close go on below that red line.
I'm trading people. This one is on very so they managed to close below, or they are trying to. They still manage to manage. But the buying pressure is still there.
The buyers can do kind of fight.
The bulls are still under there, so now the bears are trying to push it down. We have about 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes now to go for that buy. So hopefully they continue going down there. They are pricing it, yeah. But if they're able to close below here and keep on trading down, there is no top week in this red candle, so there is most likely they will still buy it back up again. But now it's not to the side, now it's just a graph. But at this point I think I am in a more safer zone because all my stop loss is on break even. I know they stopped me out of the one position, but if I'm able to hold this particular position now and price respect itself and continue going down, that would be good. The price can trade back to the previous day low. You have less than a minute and see they bought it back up that red line again. So this market seems like it's not going to sell the way I want it to sell. But the good thing is, according to my strategy, I can't make any other moves. I can't open up more entries. All I need to do is to just pray that they don't come and stop me out in that place. So yeah, apart from that, just have to put my hands on now be working on it and see how it goes. So then for how this thing works, I think I would have a copy that. All you need to do is I'm on before my default settings can give me a customize there. So they managed to close break. I call this break, but they've not closed below it. Or technically they have closed below it, but according to my strategy, it takes 2 candles to confirm a complete break. The first candle to enter that boundary, the second candle is what confirms it. So if this other candle now that is there is able to close below that red line without going back up, it will increase the chances of this market continue going down. And that's what I've been using all around. That's the same thing I use here. Remember whether to the 100 a break here, I did not enter until I was 32nd one that I concluded. That's when I have entered. So yeah, that's it. So on the shards, the very simple rule. These drawings will help out with all the things that you need per se. So what you just need to look out for is focus on Q2, Q3, alright? So what do I mean by Q2, Q3? Q2, Q3 is anything Q2, anything Q3. Okay, so now Q2 are really this particular type of color. Gray, Q3 is this green. I think we made it that way. And then what is the matter in the market? Cap early morning. The market man Cap gray is warming up. Green now when most volumes are in the market. That's why I made it green.
We are trading in the green zone now.
Yes. This is the second quarter of today. Red now. Market don't be close. I don't like trading during this time. I don't like trading during this. Red and blue. I don't like trading during this time. So in those times that I like trading, you now have to be looking out for still Q2, Q3 of those times. Those are the times you have to look for entry. So the rule is after an accumulation, wait for a manipulation. After the manipulation, the distribution comes in. Alright? That's manipulation. After manipulation, distribution comes in. Okay? So I'm going to use this guy as an example. You know, if like this guy is bad, but if I traded this guy, I would have talked for it. So look at what happened. So the accumulation, you'll be looking for accumulation in 2 places. You know, again, a lot of accumulation that we are seeing on this period. But accumulation should only be explicitly in 2 places. That's where you should be looking for it. You should be looking for it in Q1. You should be looking for it in Q2. If you don't see them in Q1, then look for it in Q2. If you see them in Q1, wait for your manipulation in Q2. If you see them I'm Spanish to reach your pen and paper. Yeah, I will soon go back to my work, but I believe you can still grab it. Or you can. No, to the. No, so. What if it's yesterday? It's a bit. So, I'm looking for. Okay, I'll back up that. If not close the log below. Yeah, I'm going to close the log below. So the confirmation is not like that. I think they want to go back on. So already the indicator already negotiate all these things I'm just saying now. The indicator negotiate here is just you now knowing the right one. I know say I know the trade during this time. Manina, this is a typical example. Q1. If like Q1 actually that color, so you will not trade it. Or bull accumulation. This color by accumulation.
Okay, the brown beige color.
These guys are accumulation. Anything name of this collabable accumulation. So you can always change this color.
I know.
Q1 naturally that color. So what if remember I told you the rule number one is there must be an accumulation, there must be a manipulation. You are only interested in the distribution. You are not interested in accumulation, you are not interested in the manipulation, you are only interested in the distribution. So now what happened? Q1 print your color in Rapier. PMQ2 print is here or the color. A manner the first step was met, or the first condition was met. The second condition is manipulation. So you wait for the market to just do its thing. Market will go in one direction. For no be a trade they outside
that zone.
Yes, bull if you have deep. Just a market in accumulate. You're trying to this color. A car line. You can just car line. But no need to make a line because I'm a dummy. Maybe a car line. It's a line name here. It's a line no bully. It's a loser. Market. The bottom market the blues are swipe or the blues are just swipe or under neighbor. Now if no trade it down first. Like I told you, the indicator they go see everything, so you cannot tell me you are confused here. About the accumulation, so by now the next quarter you go see them. In they even write the name of the quarter. As you see, say this one close. You say there is a gap there where the other one starts. You go see them. So if to say this in a live market, if you say this in a live market, you will say, let me do this. Most likely if I can get out, what can I print? And the one I print. By the time you can even an RFA, I don't know if you like this now. You go print this kind of whatever. You know, if not does like this color, you can even measure. What do I mean by measure? Look at the previous day and get the time that guy could see. So what do I mean? If I want to know the exact time here I could see now, I should just come this for here. How about by 0025. Q1 na kusi, Q2 na kusi by 155. So all I need to do is I'm not in my money now. I put at 155. I'm not going to keep it. Tell us there. Market to the outside. Market to the outside. Second expectation is met after accumulation manipulation. So once market accumulates here, you wait for market to go in that direction against that accumulation. What do I mean? What was my accumulation now? Market trade it down first. So this is your manipulation. Your manipulation is market. Once market start trading outside the boundary, what do I mean by the boundary? The height and low of that accumulation. That's the boundary. If I trade the outside, they cannot observe so market accumulate. I manipulate here, but open around from here. The next thing they can do is your 9 EMA. Once market goes above the 9 EMA, see accumulation traded outside. This is your 9 EMA. Market was still trading below it. When you run your routine, if the market they are rotating here. Remember, the first push is not the main confirmation. The main confirmation is when the next candle prints and it's still staying above. This is where confirmation is. You enter here. You enter here, of course, your stop loss will be the last low. Market the bell before another crossover. Right? They are just playing with people's emotions. So now, this is where the confirmation for this guy came in, and you can see if you traded it, you would have made a couple of money. This is it here. It's all your 2 to 1, but I will not trade it because this is midnight. I'm not using this guy to show you an example. Let's go to the time where we're supposed to trade. Same flow. Just flow with me now. You see how this thing is. And let's okay? I think they are. So sorry, the accumulation, it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. Like I told you, all you need to do, market will show you after an accumulation or break edge low first. That is your manipulation. Or see no or not high go a break it first. That is your manipulation. Anyone who break it first after an accumulation is not the direction. It's just trying to confuse people to make people feel like they're back or change, whereas they're back or change. It's not always like that because this guy did not fulfill the strategy. We shall show you why. So when you remember, you have to look for it in Q1 and Q2. That's the only place you should look for accumulation. So Q1, now this one, now this green. Accumulate one. You know why it did not accumulate? Or turn on the cover. When you can accumulate, you outside the cover. You tell them market they trade you up first. No wahala, that's your manipulation. Now all you now need to be waiting for is whatever market. Remember I told you the 9 EMA. Whatever market now goes below the 9 EMA. So why are we waiting for the market to go below? It's because the manipulation the bar up first. So up now manipulation now bar down. You think I tell you the market be above. So now market started going up. Let's say a lower Q4. We're buying below. If we go back below the 9 EMA. If we go back below the 9 EMA, cello, the next candle, Megan, not quite below the 9 EMA. So this is your confirmation here. If you are now meant to take this, your entry will be around here. Remember, your stop loss will be the last high or drop before market started breaking that 9 EMA. And of course, you go for a 2-1, which will be somewhere around here. I can check your market at 9. So this is you can't bet on a Q4. If to say I traded this market, I will not jump on it because all by go Q4, I don't trade Q4. But you can still there are times Q4 are very good entries. As a matter of fact, I think this guy says is no kind of wall of one. So if we do it again, but I don't trade Q4, so I will remove this guy. This is more or less. I'm indirectly doing back testing now, so you understand. So now here this is the Q3 of the day. So Q1 Megan accumulate here. Let me paint the picture for you now. It's very important. Q1 accumulate here. What do you see? Market trade here down. Metal the 100 EMA. So the condition of metal 100 EMA are knowable when market is manipulating in the direction of the 100 EMA trend, but you can believe that one is more advanced. That one is more advanced analysis on my own side. This thing is going to. This move is a move that they will now reverse to take out the whole thing, but I will leave it alone. I think that some will just take a commission out of this market.
Maybe I don't know if
let me think about it. So this is a different condition from the other one I thought I told you. The other one was very simple, straightforward. Accumulation or manipulate here or buy or gabalo here. But this one is slightly different, and I will show you why. All accumulate in Q1. Manipulate here down, which is good. Market is making it bagote above the 9 EMA. Remember the 9 EMA? Or bagote close above it. Next one, Maduko above it, which means it met the criteria. Here, you will enter your long here. But you notice here now, it enter your long, of course, your 2-1, you won't enter your 2-1, which is ever at your typical signal. But what happened in this one is, while you are in that market, you know, if you're in a market make on a general direction, Q2 will go. I know the Q2 will go, okay, faithful, or not, accumulation. So that means we have Q1 that accumulated, manipulate against Q2. Make on a Jessica fill up that Q1. But Q2 end their up bull and accumulation. Q2 take precedence. The next accumulation take precedence. When you have accumulation, you want to me in the opposite direction. When you have accumulation, manipulate it down. So that means you're expecting it to now go up. In process of going up, or just form more accumulation in Q2. Remember I told you Q1, Q2 are the places you should consider their accumulation very important. Q2 is where you should consider your accumulation important. So now Q1 my accumulation, Q2 my accumulation. Q1 they more backward than Q2. Q2 is the most recent accumulation, so it takes precedence. But if suppose we manipulate it up, if we not be a trade, they won't be up from there. What is this particular red candle? Also, I put the top of Q2. Hold me to do the condition. The second condition is what? It goes below the 200 EMA. Just like the normal. O break here, the next one, modified below 8. Your entry will be here. Your entry will be there. Pay attention now because this is very important for us. So now, Obiakita, close up below the 9 EMA, which is here. So your entry will be here. Of course, your stop loss will be here. The stop loss will be there. Your entry will be here. Here is now, once you enter, the next thing will be, because I did not teach you when to move stop loss to break even. So the condition that will make you to move your stop loss to break even is when the candle going in the direction you want to go to the 100 EMA line. If it touches the 100 EMA line, which is this blue line, or filo up the opposite of that manipulation. Those are the two conditions. Number one condition is if candle touches the 100 EMA, that price is already due for break even. If that price touches the opposite of that manipulation, that price has fulfilled. Yes. That price has fulfilled the price move, and all stop loss should then at that point go to break even. So in this condition, if you entered here now, let's keep it going here. So let's play on the other side. So that means if you entered here now, this candle print here, you can print here, from the method of the 100 EMA. Those kind of method, you can't break it down 100 EMA. So there, this candle, I'm at an area or close, my own bomb at an area because we came to or not about going. Or touch an area, remember never back here by then. Your stop loss will now go here. Water, and then if not market, I did back to that stop loss again, and of course, it was a win, and that was what I expected here, but they've been messing up so far. So this one is a win, so I can draw this one. So I'm testing some sort of. Of course, a 2 to 1 is all the way down there. So this guy will be your limit as much as you want. And that's it. Remember, I don't trade during this time. And then after I found out everything is still the same thing, but I don't trade during this time. Because you cap the same thing. For the accumulation, for the manipulation downstairs, downwards. If we go so we are not interested in this. The next day video, which is here. So the next day be the same thing. Okay. Same thing. Accumulation Q1. About 3 days out of that high of Q1. But inside. If you go here, I like this one. Because this one is another example we will show you. Because there are so many different market conditions. But if you look at any kind of accumulation, if you book here at the top, or close or below. The next candle close inside, no. Or close low inside. See, This green candle. Don't make that
Oh,
mistake.
yes,
It's
yes, yes.
close the bowl. Don't make that mistake. Obiaba Bataku again. Close Zieba. Mana, the issue with this guy, able closing now, and I say, omit the condition of e close below the 9 EMA, but obviously violates the condition of ometo the 100 EMA. So at this point, I will not be taking this trade because in as much as O closes below the 9 EMA, already ometo go the 100 EMA. And remember, I told you if market touches 100 EMA in the direction you are going, leave it alone. That market is saturated. That market is done. So that market is saturated, that market is done. You know, if like this market condition, what do you see? Even if you enter there, you will see not much move by the market. The market later did what? Reverse back and of course took out the stop loss. So that's the setup. I did not see this thing before. I just told you before I saw this one. This is a good example. You understand it. Very, very important. Then in the afternoon, of course, the rest became history. There's something that I wanted to tell you, but I don't recommend that. If a market do a manipulation and distribute, or completed the distribution, which the completion of the distribution is usually when price manipulate and closes on the opposite direction. So this guy is saturated. If a market move is saturated and that market later now goes back to take the stop loss that started that saturated move, which is this big candle here. I notice that anytime we market do that thing, market never goes back to take out that low. It continues going back. You know, if don't pay attention to that one. It's not part of it. I was just trying to. We don't trade red, we don't get blue. So this one's going to be already, which we already know. What do you see? Accumulation, market traded up, which is the manipulation there. Market attempted to trade below here. The next one did not close below, went up right here. Obata here. Then the next one closed below. We enter here. When the candle touched the 100 EMA, stop loss goes to break even. This one is very simple. Very easy. No, market conditions are what makes these things different. What you mean? If a market condition can just been stressing me, it's all about not stressing me. And I don't know. I'll just wait for them. Let them do their nonsense. If they stop me out, they stop me out. This one, same thing. What do you see? Accumulation. Manipulated down. Break. The next one. Stayed above. You enter. Those are the method the 100 EMA. Remember, this is the blue line is 100 EMA. I'm at an area. Stop loss. You see from a bonus. Buy break even. If you know, or bottles go down there. Later your TP. You move on that one. You can't say about it, but you same thing. You definitely can't know you're gonna try. Oh, you can make accumulation. What do you see? What do you book the top first? On all the very tiny, but in life, you book the top first. All the greener, book the top. Neck or barata, the next one did not close below. Although the one about attack close below Nanka. If you now only to go 100 EMA and don't go back opposite ever. So there's no need jumping on it again, and you can see that market did not go well. In Canua, not necessarily an accumulation because I cover that color and keep at all that color, so we are not trading in any can't about any can't be the red. We are not trading in red, we are not trading in blue. The next day, yeah, Q1, I'm accumulating like Q2, MRI Rapia. I'm gonna afternoon, Q1 actually, Rapia Q2 car, you feel the beer up. What do you see? If you this red, be able to display. The I want you to okay. The next one, but that was it. The Banya ozugbo. Ebe a ka ịbanyere ya. Ịbanye ifuru ebe ọ metụrụ 100 EMA. Ozuzo na-emetụ 100 EMA, your stop loss. Nọrọzie ebe a. Ọ nachite back to it. No. From there, price, then try to trade, but yeah. Yeah, because Friday. Friday. I don't say that's so Friday trade TP. For me, usually Fridays I don't wait for full TP. Maybe when your price is nearby, I might be closing at that point. But even if you don't get anything from these guys, to stop you out of breaking. That's different market condition with their different things. So this one again, accumulation. Double down or go to the next candle will be close above it. No, okay, it shall come above now. You are above. But even 200, all kind on the manipulation side. So you ain't kind of former or genuine. You only consider the 100 when the 100 is acting as a resistance. They want to say this like I'm not going to go but now I won't attempt to go to a walk along. But all go back to here. All go in a full door, all go to here. Papa, all go to here. I might enter here, but remember what I told you. This would have been a break-even trade. Remember what I told you. In the direction you are going, up na 100 EMA there. Ometia, stop loss go to break-even. But up na 100 EMA drawn at that direction. Low up that manipulation, stop loss goes to break even because the market condition has met. So what do I mean? Remember, this is the accumulation. Or what that down. So this is the manipulation. So the top of that accumulation. Whatever. What do you mean? The top of the accumulation is here. I just added a line there, like that red line. So what do you see? Other manipulate here down or make a close above the 9 EMA or walk over or attempt to cross somewhere around here or walk over or attempt to cross here or walk over or attempt here by the next one close above it, so I'll walk over 100 EMA on in the direction, no, so you can enter here. But the issue now is once you enter here, immediately this candle now they fill up that high, stop loss goes to break even. And of course, immediately after stop loss go to break even, see how they went back, they will now stop you out on break even. That one's okay. Yeah. The only thing you'll be losing there is your commission money. That is if they charge you enough commission for that. Then here, what do you see? Accumulation. Accumulation, or manipulate you up. If this one manipulate up, what do you see? Market below the 200 EMA, sorry, below 9 EMA, or close your. If you're going to close below it, if you're not able to fill up or down low or further. So most times, this trade I will most likely leave it alone because I feel like all stuff you feel go all righteousness. But if I still want to feel like I want to follow in it, what I will do is I will put this guy. Remember the condition was if 100 EMA in front of it, stop loss goes to break even. If 100 EMA not in front of it and Ophil go up the accumulation, which in this case Ophil we are up, we're gonna have the confirmation for closing below the 9 EMA, we'll feel we are up. So that means for me it doesn't make sense to enter it because Ophil we are up. But if you say you want forcing the trade, you can enter it there and now use this guy as a stop loss. But for the sake of simplicity, leave it alone. Hopefully we get up. You go again. The next day Abia Q1 accumulate Imba. Q2 will be making it accumulate here. If those accumulate, what do you see? Market, of course, traded above. Those trade above, Omeko ya bata below, or Drew. Omeko ya bata below, that close below here, for that. about below. The next candle close down below the 9 EMA. So you enter around here. The stop loss will be at that top. If in a car ball or stop out. Look at it. I'll stop it out here. And the knife also super out. Let's say again. Wow. So cabo another market condition where you could just cry based on you tell I'm observing from there and make up like this. So you can just stop or out, stop out, let's say about. So now with car be a losing day. You don't have to cry over that. Yeah. The next one, Q1 accumulating. No. Q2 accumulating. Yes. If manipulation you are down. Yes. In manipulating down, our attempt here, the next candle will close labo. Or close labo. See now. Every detail counts here. The next one, close labo. But or robot here. You will not enter there. Or close labo. You can enter here now. Here. That red candle. In a bias there, what happened? I bet you the 100 EMA. Those are betting 100 EMA. Stop loss comes to break even. The next candle will just stop you out of break even. You move on. All this stuff, you know, even I went Usolo. Usolo there. The next day, you can accumulate on a Q1 or accumulate on a Q2. You leave it, go and be doing something else. I been an afternoon. I went accumulation on Q1. Or by making market here at the top, which means all manipulate to go up. If you ever this is accumulation. When the market will play go up. Or make a barata or do or make a barata or do or continue for about or barata here, close below. So you can enter here. Yes. Stop loss here, right here. You now wait. The problem at 200 EMA. As this market no ever. Stop loss. You see from ever. But now your break even. Your break even. Come on, can stop out. Come car line. Now break even. It was up. They tell you about the next day itself. Now by the orange throughout. I said to people, but the good thing I say by that time, stop loss get gonna break even. So I'm putting more stress. The only thing that's stressing my car, but now I want them to give me small money. Man, at this point in this trade here, I shouldn't be worried because my stop loss already on break even. What do you mean? So the only thing I'm going to lose in this trade is just the commission. That's it. You look at the next day. The next day, accumulation. You tell me if I manipulate here. If I manipulate here, what do you see? Papa, market goes down. Papa, there, Bagote, close above. I like the fact that this one happened, so you understand. Say it is not flawless. No, it's never 100%. So what do you say if the temperature stop or out? I wanted to show you that in Nubragi. If you know you can set to do everything, man, I was supposed to market to be that low. Never can stop out, but the market to be with this guy because all this market be close there below. Only something like about when they move that is intended to go that way, a market 20 over, 20 stop working out. I'm still monitoring it and to see the best way I can be trading that strategy. You know, if the market adjusts up again, we ended up that thing like that time, but I've not added it yet in my strategy. I'm still observing that behavior. So that one is just a loss. I hope I did not delete, so I have to add it here. Because I will still come back to it. So the next day, this is the next day. It's extremely important you add alerts because alerts help. If those one are print here, you want to accumulate here, what do you see? Top. low. Maybe to the low here. Pa. We close above. August will go the 100 EMA. So once you're about starting at 100 EMA, the only caveat we're going to look out for whenever we feel up that gap. Although this guy candle feel up the gap. So I'm not feel up the gap. We might be entering at this point here. Okay. So to say we'll break even, it will stop us out here. If you are putting the break even here, but me, I'll use my sense. I will not put it there because I know there will be a very huge gap there. There's a very huge fair value gap here. So what I will use, I will use this low as my stop loss. Then Bob na market is 3 degrees further up. If so, I can now later bring it there. But based on the strategy that I'm telling you now, we'll take this one as break even. So I will not draw anything there. That one is a buy. This one Q1, it did not range. Q2 did not range. We'll leave it. The next day comes, same thing. The Q1 accumulate. Wait for it. It goes up first. What do you see here? Trades below, stays below. You enter there. Stop loss at the top. Look for your 2 to 1. Anywhere there is your 2 to 1. Market comes here, touches the 100 EMA. Stop loss goes from there to entry. It's a risk-free trade, and of course, you see this one was very nice. The next one, no accumulation. Just leave it alone. $12. So that's it. Q1 no accumulation. Q2 there's an accumulation. Same thing. It swipes up first. Papa close below. Of course, that's your guy there. Enter there. Remember what I told you? When you can was the 100 EMA in front of it or the behind it. So, and whenever 100 EMA is behind you, what do I mean by not enough? Because the 100 EMA is supporting you. It's not a resistance for you. So what do you now wait for? You wait for price to now fill up. Remember what I told you? If you enter and the 100 EMA is not in front of you, the only guy you should now take as your trigger to move stop loss to break even is when price fill up with that accumulation. Alright, so your T2 will be somewhere here. Alright, so market came down, almost fill it up, but me around this area I'll be closing because no more say you feel I'm up like that, but I will just take cautious. But if you are trading it exactly, I feel that they're up here. So now if the market is going to take again, to pandemic money, but it must stop out before it now started coming down, and of course that one go well. Accumulate. It never came below, so there's no need. You know now.
Go below the
yeah. So the next day, this guy accumulates. Wait for it to go below. It goes below here. So this is the manipulation. 1, 2. You enter here. Remember, look at it. Now we take more believer. The guy will look at close above it. When they close here, I'm going to go 100 EMA, which is fine equally because the 100 EMA, I'm gonna confirm that the 100 EMA is below it or not in front of it. But if you mean, so you enter here, stop loss all the way down here. Then of course you're aiming for your 2 to 1, but remember once price starts to fill up here and you never reach your 2 to 1, stop loss goes to break even. This one did not this one did not go well because of course you can see stopped out. and there's no accumulation, so we leave it. You can keep up and you don't trade during these times. So this is it. No accumulation here, no accumulation here. You leave it alone. There's an accumulation here, but now you're over to this up or bottom and we go what I can never book you for. I remember I told you I don't take you for. No accumulation here, you leave it alone. Accumulation here, if accumulation here or manipulate here, or be able to break here above Rogote. So you can enter here. Yeah? Okay. You can enter here, put your stop loss here, and aim for a 2 to 1. But while doing that, remember what I told you? A market trying to respect this guy, above not manipulate to go down, naturally expand for this guy top. In the process, Q2 next year, dollar accumulation. So this guy takes precedence of this guy, just like you remember. So once this guy takes precedence of this guy, so yeah, or manipulate it up, but at below the 9 EMA. And the next candle, there's a bar too much. I think this one is news. Carbon news. So with this candle here, there's no need to enter it again because remember what I told you. If the 100 EMA is not against you and price fills up with accumulation, no need to jump on it again. As you can see, imagine getting the jump on it more for more shares. This is how they will deal with you. How far this guy?
Far they go very
There they could be in.
But I think that trade is going to be a good trade. I don't know the resistance.
If for the next day, but I think you're getting a hand of it now. The next day, Q1, chart accumulate here. What do you see? Until they up first. What do you see? Or bata, the next one close below 8. Although they close below 8, what do you see? 100 EMA or below behind it, which increases your even distance. This is good. You now enter. What you mean? Although the market may feel up here, remember the 100 EMA was in front, so all your can use it. Although the market may feel on your up, which is around here. Stop loss. I get to break even. If you not stop like out, and of course, your 2 to 1, value, your 2 to 1, value. You got right here, same thing. I can be accumulate here, manipulate here up. There was an attempt here, but it was close here. Attempt to be here, but that close here. So close the 100 EMA behind it. Quite similar to like because Ibane hit that place, stop loss here at that last high. And of course you can see market did not stop out, but this one was very risky because it came very close there. But it did not stop out, but so how beautiful that hour later sold out. We don't trade these ones. But next day come, accumulation comes in here. Accumulation comes in here. But attempt to come up, did not close up. Attempt to come up, did not close up. Attempt to come up, did not close up. Attempt to come up, then closed up. This is my idea now. Because we can't go to Abada, and not only no bagote or not, he left the 100 behind it, so you will be entering here. Back at that long you'll be entering here. You enter there, stop loss down there. The 2 to 1 is what you'll be aiming for, but of course, remember If the 100 EMA is not in front of you, it will only fill up that accumulation which is around here. Stop loss comes here, and of course it will be a break-even trade. Accumulation, no. Accumulation, yes. Or manipulate it down, or bagote, stay above. But in as much as you can red candle, man, even if you don't stay for above, is the 100 EMA in front of you? No, it's behind. So we are now using this top as our trigger for break even. Although the market, which is this blue, this one, earlier. Stop loss comes to break even. Or stop lie out, our 2 to 1, yes. Move on with your life. Let me check on my question. I can't for 2 to 1 this Hi,
No, what are that?
I don't think so. In the store of DXY, so that's that. But DXY, I know my euro. I don't know how I get to DXY. I think it's because of this message here. So I think we were here, yes. Then feedback. Don't trade this time, don't trade this time. The next day, Q1 no accumulation, Q2 no accumulation, Q1 no accumulation, Q2 accumulation came. This one, I think this one is the one in trade loan. Yeah, this was yesterday's trade. If an accumulation I don't know, but I didn't trade it that day. And I took a very nonsense loss here. But I'm doing by that time. Again, the mail life trading. But that's bad way. So Q1, no accumulation. Q2, there's no accumulation. We traded down, traded above, up, closed above. So this was the first attempt here. That's the first attempt there, but you can see market came here and stopped us out. Yeah. So that's the loss I took yesterday, and yeah, that's bad way. But I later made something out of it, but I had to use my D. I had to employ my D to get it work. All I island don't want it, like what I are chatting them money with you just copy people out up and down. Yeah. So that's it. So now leading us to the same thing I use in teaching you to now. Accumulation. In capital today's market. Accumulation. Up. Simple thing like look at mouse. So this is your 2 to 1. Same story that never changed. Same setup that doesn't change. What is this? Accumulation, manipulation, close below 9 EMA. Break there, close off, which is the confirmation there. Or confirm was you enter there. This is your break-even trigger. You move stop loss to break even and be able to stop all the outs. But the reason why it stopped me out now say I had 2 entries, right? So okay market will confirm what the entry. Break is here. I drop okay. I bought this pullback. I put these 2 green candles. I bought the pullback at that top. And that's what I've been keeping me in the market.
Now, I think it has decided to sell. Market can go. If you out here,
No, it's very.
It's
It's easy because the indicator, Abu the gum the indicator. All the indicator on me is easy looking.
You don't have to start looking for the
Thank you. Let me now show you how difficult it is. Wait, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me just show you how difficult it is. I'm going to close it. So, which one is the accumulation? Which one is the Q1? Which one is?
I get the fact. Even this people are really giving.
Yes.
I don't know like this. That's true. And you got so many secrets.
Yes.
Colors
Yeah, that's why I explained those things. Yeah.
It looks easy.
People know when they watch my live stream.
I don't know what they do. People they watch stuff.
But I think it's YouTube. Yeah, I'm not be consistent, so it only makes sense that they will not take it serious. So yeah, that's it, my bro. Let's see. This one is going fine, but it would have been nice. I'm not far from those. That guy.
At least you break it down.
Yeah, and I broke it.
At least it's just like you enter, you just keep on entering. And on and off.
My default TP, if price can get to the opposite direction, so that is previous day low, it's 85.
Which is not.
Yeah, it's not, which is not. Never. Look at the profile, the price can do, but it's price can do anything.
100 and something thousand.
But once Obob and I 2-1 up around here, let me even put an alert there. So once I start getting an alert around there, I'll be closing majority of my profits. I also have an alert here on DXY. So once DXY 2-1 also, because I use DXY, they gauge them. So once DXY starts to get it on 2-1, then I'll be taking profit out of EURUSD. If you have any other question, so there are other things. There are other small things like better market condition. In order to know what's better market condition, there are other set of rules that I apply, which is basically leveraging that same 100 EMA. So an example would be, I will show you an example of a trade that did not work, and I will show you why it's a weak setup. I think the most recent, not DXY, let me use EURUSD. This particular guy here, I'm going for an accumulation. I'm going for an manipulation. I'm going for an OB across or above. But if an OB stop point out immediately, it's also close to above. The next candle started taking us back down, then stopped us out. Why this thing is a weak market condition is because overall accumulation and market manipulated. The manipulation did not touch the 100 EMA. Up to the 100 EMA, no. If I care back, it would have been a different ball game. It means that the 100 EMA is going to be a resistance. But anytime, remember what I told you, anytime 100 EMA day at your back, it's meant to help you, it's meant to increase your confidence level, and it's meant to help you, to give you a sense of security, because that 100 EMA will serve as support for you. If it's behind you. So if 100 EMA is behind you, depend on any direction which you go. Whether I'm so for 100 EMA and on Azure, it is crucial that once a manipulation happens, that price should touch that 100 EMA. So what do I mean? if you other manipulate that man, I'll metal 100 EMA, but all you are very close to it. Trading be like drawing. Every little dot counts. What you mean? Trading be like drawing. Every little thing counts. The next thing is I'll metal 100 EMA here. I'll metal there. I'll make that. Monobuna, go manipulation down. No metal. 100 EMA. I made something like this. This would have been a more better setup. But even still, if you're like, okay, now I'm even thinking of it. I watch here now. Remember, all manipulation here. Work on Abagote. Or walk away. I'm not going to 100 EMA for Abagote. What do you see here now? Remember what I told you? I'm at close up that gap. The break is even. Close up the gap. We'll go close up the gap around here, which is not in the main day. So we would have still stopped you out on break even, but the most important thing, no man stop pay out. What you mean? Because now if I this market, you buy a labor market Bagote, you can even be buying the lows. The market and I think you sit down here, you just be buying these lows. But like I said, don't confuse yourself market. I don't want to confuse. This market will go up. And my own 7 years will go up. How about 22 to 1? So yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, just digest, but yeah, I might still confused, but if you have any questions, I said to be up, but this indicator that you're okay, you say that you be seeing this thing that I'm seeing. I'm not going on. It's good that seeing it, let me see, I'm just account for. It was money level. I'm $4. No partial closing now. So now that we back tested, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close all drawings and go back and count positions we saw and the wins and losses. This one is win 1, win, 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 break even, loss, break even, loss, win, win, break even. Win. I'll count this one as break even. Then this is the final one for it. So we took a total of to help me account this thing. We can do W for wave or for also win, win. I'm going through win. So we're going to loss. Loss. Win. Loss. Win.
The auto no.
They're not doing better, so I'm alert on DXY. They're alert on EURUSD. So one of them need that's right. Yeah. And even at 2 to 1, so if you carry out a simulation with AI, anytime market do this thing, can you imagine? If market will come all the way down here, they don't buy and buy here. Hey, the bulls will can chop little 2 to 1. Then no 50 to 1. that sell-off is too much. That reversal is a bit much. A bit strong than expected. Alright, I'll put the stop loss, make it cover for my make it cover the condition, yeah. I will just leave it at that. So alright, stop to work. Yeah. As after we can go buy breakfast, yeah. Uh,